Hello, my ginger loves. Welcome to Tea Time with Joss. I am your co-host, Joss. Remember that I am not for everyone, and neither is this reading, so take what's yours, don't steal what's not. Let's get started. Let's see what the African goddesses have. Give a quick shuffle. You have creativity. She wanted to come out in the reverse, which I don't take these in the reverse. But someone may be having a problem with creating. Someone may be having an issue with manifesting. Number 12, which is 3, the number of God, the number of all. So someone may need to do some sacral work, some sacral chakra work. That might be, the reason why things may be blocked for you at this time. Grief was on the bottom, and I tried to ignore it because in the first reading I did, she came out. She's coming out again. So, yeah. If you are a born woman, okay, you have a womb. Our womb is our first brain, okay? Your womb is where you get your divine nudges. And if you are holding grief in your womb about anything, because as born women, that's where we hold grief. That's where we hold hurt and anger. It goes to our womb first. So if you are having a blockage in your creativity, if you are having a blockage in your manifestation, your Empress energy, if you are having a problem, it's because you are storing grief. And that means you need to do some sacral work, some sacral chakra work in order to be able to free yourself. If there is something that you are grieving or something that you are not allowing yourself to grieve, there needs to be some healing work done however you need to heal from whatever this grief is. You are holding grief in your womb, and you must release the grief in order to open the creative door. And again, that is if you are a born woman. This is the African goddess card. So this is regarding feminine energy, divine feminine energy. If you are a born male, you're grieving something, and that grief or not grieving something that you should be grieving, something you're suppressing, is also keeping you from being creative. Because the creativity wanted to come out in the reverse, which means somebody's having a problem. It's blocked because you're not allowing yourself to process grief from something. What the something is, I don't know, but you do. Okay? And grieving is something that will keep you from, wounded healer. You may be the martyr in your family. You may be the person that you hold everybody's shit. You're always putting everybody before yourself, and it's time to stop that. There's something, etheric cords. I cannot make it up. You need to cut something off. Harvest. Because once you free yourself and you release whatever this is that you need to grieve, and you go through this process, it's going to be able to open the door for you to reap the benefits of what you've sown. You're not seeing a harvest because you're not cutting the cord. betrayal. So someone may have done something to you, and you may have taken the stance of being the bigger person. And if that's how you want to be, that's okay with me, because that's your business. But you're also not allowing yourself to heal from whatever it is. You're holding on to how this person hurt you. You're holding on to how this betrayal has affected you. You are pretending like it's not bothering you. You are pretending like everything is okay, and it's not. Okay? Clearly, it's not all right. You've got to sever the tie to this grief. Holding on to the grief, keeping it to yourself. And if you don't feel like it's a situation where you can work things out with the person, even agree to disagree, or speaking your piece just so you can get it off of you, talk to a therapist. Speak to someone who will be unbiased. I don't feel like this is a situation where you can speak to a friend or a family member. If you do, it has to be someone who doesn't know this person that betrayed you, or they know of the person but they're not close to them. It has to be someone who they emotionally will not get involved so deep that they're going to automatically take your side. I'm not saying you're wrong, and I'm not saying you're right. I don't know what happened, but you're going to have to talk to someone about this who's going to be able to see it from every angle, from every side. Because sometimes when people hurt us, when people betray us, when they betray our trust, because I feel like this has something to do with trust. Okay, when someone betrays our trust, we will tell what happened, and sometimes people will downplay their side because you don't want to hear that you were wrong. But there has to be accountability on your part as well. What part did you play in this betrayal? Because God always sends signs. It doesn't matter what the situation is. There's always signs. There's always nudges. And if your creativity is being blocked, your sacral chakra is being blocked, that means your intuition is not working at full capacity. And so you may have missed the signs because you were trying to rationalize this person's behavior. And I'm not at all victim shaming or victim blaming. I'm just saying that sometimes when things happen between us, and especially when it comes to someone we love, friend, family, or lover, we will sometimes downplay our part in it to get the person we're speaking to on our side. And that's why you have to speak to someone who does not know either of you, not personally. And that way you will get objective advice. You'll be able to receive what the person is telling you and advising you on what to do without there being victim mentality. The Wounded Healer card is about getting out of victimization and also about not offering yourself up all the time to be the martyr. And I feel like in this situation, whatever this betrayal is, this person does this to you often. And maybe you got sick of it and you just blew up one day. I don't know. But you need to sever the cord to this grieving, however that is. Sever the cord from you to them and them to you. From the situation to you, from you to the situation. But you've got to consult with someone who doesn't know you. Okay? Who doesn't know those intimate details about you and this person's relationship, so that when you're getting the advice, when you're seeking counsel and you're getting next steps or whatever, it's going to come from a place of this person not putting emotion into it. But you're having an issue with your creativity, especially if you are a person that, you have some kind of like business, especially something in the spiritual world, in the spiritual realm. Because this is the 7 sisters, okay? And there's some debate on if it was one woman with 7 personalities or if it's really 7 sisters. But you may, make candles or something like that. But your blockage between you and the divine is coming from you not allowing yourself to go through this grieving process. And I think it's because, I'm just being honest. You may have some issues with admitting where you let it go on too long. You've got to be honest with you first, okay? You've got to be honest about the part you played in whatever this situation is. I feel like this is something where this person has been doing this to you probably, for a while. This is some kind of pattern of behavior, and maybe you finally had enough and it caused you to go apeshit, but you either are I feel like you're grieving this connection. You're grieving the loss of the connection. You're grieving the betrayal that this person did to you. There's just a lot of grief. And it's causing you a blockage. And it might be interfering with your business. If you are a business owner. Or if you are a person that, whatever you do creatively, that's how you get paid. It's affecting that. Because you're holding on to this and you need to release it. I don't think this is an instance where just journaling, will be helpful. Maybe doing a burning ritual, writing a letter to the person about how they made you feel, how, what happened has affected you. If you're not able to speak to the person directly, you don't feel like it will help. Maybe doing a burning ritual, you're just releasing. Write it down, write them a letter, go outside, pray over the letter, and release them and release the situation in love and in light without having emotion attached to it that's negative. But if it's something very deep, which I feel like that's what this is, you need to speak to someone who doesn't know the both of you. Because until you release this betrayal, you're going to continue to harvest nothing but grief. Nothing but pain is going to continue to manifest. That's all you're going to get. Because that's where your concentration is. That's all you think about. This is getting to the point where it's starting to consume. And you can't let it consume you. You have to let it go. And whatever, is meant to come out of it will come out of it. However God moves, God moves. We know that we are in the year of 8. We know that we are in the year of karma. We know that we are in the year of God getting his lick back. So if this person did something to you that hurt you, in a terrible way, and you truly were innocent, in the situation, then God will balance the scales and make things right. And you just have to trust that. You cannot hold on to this grief because it's going to begin to affect your business. I feel like this is somebody, maybe you make candles or you might do some kind of spiritual work, for people. But it's like now it's time to take your own advice. But this is going to begin to disrupt your connection to the Most High as well. Your intuition is your connection to God. And you do not want anything to get in the way of that. So my suggestion is that if this is a deep enough wound, which I feel like it is, then maybe you need to, speak to a professional who will assist you. If it's someone, a priest or a pastor, someone you trust, someone who's trained in grief counseling, someone who's trained to see all sides. You want this to be someone who won't be emotionally invested, so that they will see this with divine eyes. And then on the bottom you have secrets revealed. So, it's going to allow you to be able to receive some downloads and some things that you need to know. Maybe about yourself, maybe about this person. But some things are going to come out that may give you some additional hurt. Or maybe some things have come out and that's what it is. Maybe there's some secrets that have been revealed to you in some kind of way and it's bothering you so much, but you've got to cut the cord to whatever this is. I hope this helps someone. If this resonates for you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, please thumbs up the video. Leave me some comments. Let me know, if this is your situation. I pray that you're able to work through this. I pray that you are able to get the proper guidance spiritually that you need and that you get the relief that you need so that you're not carrying this grief and you're not harvesting any more pain for yourself so that you can get back into alignment. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.